Hello. Hello. Oh my gosh. Too close to the camera again. It's loud for me. Hello. Welcome to the stream. Happy Sunday. Hope everyone had a good week. I hope you can't really hear that fan in the background because I'm too hot to turn it off. So if you can hear it, I'm sorry. I hope everyone is doing well. It is beautiful out. I actually went on a walk today. I forced myself to go on a little 45-minute walk, and it was really nice. Saw a lot of cute dogs. Hopefully didn't get sunburned. That would be embarrassing. But yeah, spring is finally here for me. Thank God. But it is very hot in my apartment because our heat is still on. What type of dogs? Oh, I saw the cutest little puppy, blonde dachshund, but it wasn't pure blonde. It was freckly. That's the best way I can describe it. And then I saw a bunch of pretty sure I saw a black lab German Shepherd mix. I saw a husky. What else did I see? A French bulldog. Just a bunch of great dogs. Happy St. Patrick's Day. I wore green, not for that today. I just wanted to wear this shirt, and then I forgot it was St. Patrick's Day. So, not my holiday, not my kind of holiday, but I know a lot of people enjoy it, so. But yeah, spring has sprung. Very excited. The tree right outside my apartment is flowered, which is always so beautiful to look at while I'm cooking. Yeah, very excited. February is always a rough month. So many cute dogs, yes. I would love a dog. I just need my life in order before I could get a dog, but I would love a dog. Also, sorry if I'm sniffly, it's the allergies that go inside of spring. But yeah, please let me know if the fan is bothering anybody in the background. Nothing is worse than a bad audio situation. But yeah, a little tired today, but overall in a good mood. I'm excited to play Cosmic Wheel Sisterhood. I have no idea if we'll finish today. Maybe. And then the cycle of what am I gonna play next is gonna start. Yes, my number one fan. Haha. But I am very excited to jump in and proceed with my campaign management duties. I think I said this last week. It's just very reminiscent of my old job because I supervised people, and my whole job was dictating what they do, assessing how much work needs to be done and dictating who does what. So, just really using all my supervisor skills for this video game. But let's dive in. What do we say? 310, yes. Oh, I forgot we came back to a lot of work to do. Life does imitate art, yeah. I was when they were explaining the premise of how you're running campaign management, I was I did this for a job for 2 years. Alrighty. I guess we'll talk to Dahlia first. Alright, promoting program among warriors. When did this happen? Oh, I guess I should do a recap for myself. So we're campaign managing for Dahlia, and we're basically gathering allies and sending people to try to skew it in our favor. But I forget why Jasmine got so many votes. Okay, anyways. So Dahlia we sent to promote her program among her people, the warriors. So me and the rest of the warrior witches went on an impromptu cosmic rally through some of the Covenant's community nodes. The energy was so good that I believe we drew support from members from just about every faction. Okay, cool. We are the best. Promote program among producers. I was super afraid of meeting with the producers, but they welcomed me with open arms. I'm a future producer after all. They were super interested in my peppermancy. They tried to seduce me towards Jasmine's side, but I stayed strong. I even managed to get some of them to sympathize with our program. Oh, and the producers are quite interested in the community service thing, by the way. Cool. Alright, so now this is a little more manageable. Future Producer. That's a great band name. I will agree. Future Producer is a great band name. What kind of music? I don't know why my brain just went to emo immediately. Alright. Nova, I'd like you to... promote our program amongst the novices. Oh, exciting. I'll go and spread the good word, absolutely. Indie emo, yeah. I think Future Producers is definitely an indie emo band. Hey Fortuna, I came up with a little strat. Want to hear about it? Yeah. I want to inspire our younger sisters to fight harder for our future. I'm not talking just about the novices. I'm aiming to rally the youngest among every demographic. The plan is to organize a demonstration to demand a more equitable sisterhood. What do you say? Why not? Let's do it. Alright, I'll head out right away then. Goodbye! What should we do? Let's make a card. What do we have? Oh yeah, we can use, I'm going to use you in a studio. What should we use? We haven't used the florist yet. Let's do that. Let's do the Arbiter book. Ooh, I like this corner, but we should do like... here, okay. Oh no, we should actually do it in front of the fire, I think. That makes more logical sense. Get out of here. Oh wait, no. Let's put the book on the floor, I guess. I always gotta put something on the floor. And then we'll put the flowers on the mantle. That'll be pretty. Let's put two behind here. I'm really bad at floral arrangements, so we'll see how this goes. Oh wait, yeah, I don't want these. Get out of here. Get out of here. Let's do these purple ones. Oh wait. Yeah, UN Studio is definitely north facing, unfortunately. Let's just do a couple of these pretty ones. And a pentagram for fun. And a mood for fun. Oh, that's annoying. Okay. The Godfather. A space to examine cosmology. Flower language is a shortcut for the deepest conversations. The old man is well versed in secret passions. The Arbiter's books put this revelation in front of many eyes. Meanings: guardian, ego, mercy, wellness, authority, happiness, yearning. Another yearning card. Passion, temptation. Yet another yearning card. Do we have anything? Actually, let's do this. 6? Ugh. Yeah, that checks out. I just can't help but make yearning cards. It's in my blood. Oh, no one's here. 17th. That's weird. Okay. Because last time it was jumping down by 2 every time. I guess we'll just go read. We'll read some demographics analysis. Yeah, do you yearn? I do. I love a good yearn. Every fictional ship that I have is just yearning. It's just really long, slow burn yearning. Demographic warriors. Hunters, guardians, soldiers, specialized in all kinds of combat and cosmic warfare. They keep us safe, provide rare materials from daemons and other dangerous beings, and they also craft weapons. It's the hardest group to belong to, as it's a very demanding occupation. We barely count a dozen in our coven. Dahlia is one of them, and I'm sure she'll have their undying support no matter what. Strategy guide. Warriors are extremely loyal, so unless something exceptional happens, they're going to be on Dahlia's side. Let's study. Expert on the 4 elements water, by which you Anna. Yeah. Yeah, just a lot of yearning. A lot of yearning in my fictional ships. A witch can easily fall in love with the element of water. Water is a substance of all things, their nature in a vacuum. Its platonic ideal. Love, desire, sadness, even hope. Anything is able to hold or channel our feelings. Hold or channel feelings. One could say a piece of wood isn't able to have its own genuine feelings, that the emotion is in the heart of the beholder. But multiple experiments throughout history have proven this hypothesis wrong. Take this very same piece of wood and leave it in a home full of love. Let a family take care of it, talk to it, embrace it. Then take this piece of wood to another planet and leave it in the middle of a forest. Observe animals walking around it with the utmost respect. Eventually, you would be able to witness a wandering artist falling in love with that piece of wood and taking it with them to carve the most beautiful piece of art. Water has infinite potential. Any element can absorb a massive amount of water energy. When full, water will start overflowing, impregnating any other elements in its surroundings. Combine water with water, you will unlock boundless potential. You will access the maximum power that anything has to offer. Water and water is the realization of potential. Hello? I guess we'll sleep. What did I pull? You dream about. You are walking through the desert in the middle of the night. You can see the lines connecting constellations in the sky. You find a lonely camping tent with a dim light coming out of it. Inside, there is a fairy with broken wings. You make love until sunrise. When you wake up, there is no tent, and you are in the middle of an oasis with crystal waters. Okay. That's like the first dream we had that wasn't god-awful. Reporting. You want to help with academics. Fantastic news. Yuena has been meeting with academics vouching for you. And nepotism is powerful in our sisterhood, apparently. Thanks to your mentor. Thank your mentor for me. Alright, reporting Jenrisha's movements. I've been keeping tabs on Jenrisha since she's been known to oppose our party, but after her meeting with you, she's withdrawn. What happened? I kind of blackmailed her into it. Come again? Are you nuts? If this gets out, we're gonna be in deep trouble. It won't. I think. Ugh, whatever. Good job stopping Genrisha, I guess. We're fucked. Oh, reporting special event. What happened? For some reason, the oldest witches are after Dahlia's neck. They've been whispering on the ears of most influential witches in every group. And practically every demographic except for the warriors are losing trust in Dahlia's ability to lead. Oh, this is something hard to shake off. Oh shit. This is my fault. I made this happen with my cards back when Dahlia consulted me about the race. Fantastic. Dahlia's support will wane until she proves the Elder's whispers to be unfounded. But we've got nothing to hide, so let's press on and look for good opportunities to rebuild Dahlia's image. Well, I sent her on a task. Reporting. Look for allies and opportunities. I found someone that could help us, Fortuna. She'll pay you a visit. Her name is Woon, Witch of Entropy and Decay. Like you and Adina, she's one of the Oracle Witches in the Coven. She's able to read the entropy of any system, no matter whether it's a machine, a community, a building, an astral body, or even an idea. Basically, Woon can discern what actions will accelerate or prevent the decay of just about anything. Maybe she can help us find the weak spot in our opponent's strategies? I'd like you to challenge an opponent's program. Jasmine. I kind of forgot where we went. Let's do warnings leading to expulsion. Gotcha, I'm on it. Yeah, it is very close to win. Alright, let's read interactive fiction. I'll pick an interactive tale at random for my collection. Tickles by Emma Rios. Okay. Back and forth, this wooden husk I take my naps and wandered adrift in an endless, merciless sea. Swayed by fate, we both aspire to meet a destination. For that we survived storms, dodged leviathans, ignored decline, hunger, and thirst. Inspiration burnt our souls, making us survive by and for desire, but the infinite happiness of meeting a goal doesn't last long. Now here I lays, longing for a reawakening. Oh, I didn't realize that. I never read Pretty Deadly Fame. I mean, yeah. Maybe? Or maybe it's just like a nod to Emma Rios? I think the messenger is back, but maybe it's just my mind playing tricks on me again. This little friend is a dissonant note on the everyday routine of doing nothing, barely feeling and being bored to death. Once it even tickled. In truth, it's been days since I can move my limbs, since I started feeling so exhausted. I can but lie under the sun and wait for less blinding starry night, stirred by somehow noticing another living being close. The little bird lights me up inside. I gave this friend the title of Hopebringer, in anticipation of a well-earned rest shorewards on a more quiet ground. The wet valley tricked me into believing I'm a mariner, one that has seen better days. However, any recollection of my past keeps fading fast. I'm lucky I can still listen. The sea teaches you to let things flow. The tide goes up and down, but every drop has to go ashore at some point to kiss the dry land. My boat did it recently, so say the new whispers of the waves, and the storm and the wood finally cracking and stumbling upon a sandbank. A kiss is a bit too passionate for my taste. I wonder if I've ever kissed someone. I like kissing gently. Look at all this drama. My old self still tries to spur their memories. I'm adrift but happy to have missed the whole intensity of the wreckage. My numbness in my limbs keeps the pain at bay, but they can still tickle. Isn't touch nice, feeling another fellow, even scarcely, like the little claws grazing softly all over me? If only I could touch its feathers to return such a beautiful gift. If only a friend could still be within my grasp. Please tell me, little bird, should I endure or should I give up? I'm cursed. My arm stretches out with a mind of its own. It craves purpose. There are so many things I still yearn for. To feel alive, I only need to let go of the tissues and tendons that bind me. Unstick myself from these bones. Look at me, little bird. I cheat the laws of gravity. Hush, hush, stupid turnstone bird. Isn't there enough fish on the sea that you need to eat from a corpse? Oh my god, that's a woman talking. Look at all this mess. She doesn't even seem to notice me. Should I start a conversation? Would it be very rude otherwise? Excuse me, miss. My voice close out in my throat, as broken as the rest of what's left of me. These deadened senses don't allow me to properly introduce myself, but why do I suddenly sound so eerie? Ah! A talking ghost. Oh no, I made this poor woman jump in fright. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to scare you. Whoa, is she trying to hit me with her stick? Please put your cane away. This is SpongeBob fun. Be careful of who you startle to death, Spooky. What a witch I am. Since when can a simple shadow catch me off guard? Listen, ghost, I put a hex on my crone's heart. If it jumps out of this chest, our arteries will have your sobs strangled in eternal pain. She keeps waving that staff. She truly wants to kill me. Please stop. Don't hurt me, I beg you. We are trouble, you know, old hags. Why is this person threatening me? What did I do to her? I meant you no harm, I swear. Who's terrified now, ghost? Not this old crow. It's been a while since my last exorcism, but at least I haven't lost my touch. I was merciless when I was young, feared on both sides of existence. Not for power, not for greed, not by choice. The world and the underworld both hate magic. Nonetheless, I cared and committed to educate losers who wouldn't let me live my life on my own terms. This is a long story. Far and wide, ignorance made one arrogant, daring, cruel, a goddamn cretin. I was enduring. Then I became hell. What reason was there to let their bitter fear erase who I am? Call me a hoodlum, I made them all. Cursed. I'm so scared myself. Are you, imp? Serves you right. Please, I need help. I don't know what's happening to me. Why do I speak this weirdly? Wait, don't tell me. You called me a ghost. Am I truly? Shit. Oh gods, oh gods. Indeed, it looked away, too shaken for a creature from the afterlife. The poor fellow may just have died. It doesn't happen often, but the phantom amnesia can turn the coldest assassin into a pure, gentle mind. Unaware of any harm they may have done, of any pain. Unaware of any harm they may have done, comma, of any pain they may have suffered, of any mistake to feel remorse over. Ghosts become too sensitive for this world. Hey, please don't cry. I was a bit of a bully. I got scared and I overreacted. Are they gonna fall in love? You're so translucent I could barely see you. Not all of us are the considerate type. Old people don't give a shit. We forget to be nice. There's something more pathetic than a necromancer losing her shit. A necromancer feeling embarrassed. For that, I'm sorry. No, it's my fault. I can't see very well, and everything feels so confusing. If I offended you, I apologize. Far be it from me to hurt anyone. A skiff with a rotting passenger that happens to be well-mannered and gentle. It's all cool, don't worry. Unbinding this poor soul is going to be more difficult than I thought. Your kind, my kind, she just said. See the world like we see you, plurally. That's why you get lost so often. I must be levitating over my corpse. Do I reek? I'm sure I do. I can't smell the sea. This is so embarrassing. This would be me if I came back as a ghost. Just be like, oh, this is so embarrassing. I'm sorry. I must smell really bad. I'm sorry. Is it normal for the departed to feel bummed? That was not the word that... Whatever. Fate always takes its toll on our senses, little ghost. Look at me, 1 foot in the grave, and yet my brain furiously believes I'm still in my 20s. How can I compare myself? This poor soul is dead. Stinky, rotten, beyond repair. Trying to grasp a glimpse of existence for a reason, to finish something, to claim our desire, perhaps to still be worthy of being loved. Actually, I can't remember how old I was when... Age is irrelevant, Spooky. There's only one way to die a peaceful death, and that's to choose it yourself. For the rest of us, there's always something. A dream, a promise, something to make amends for. Witches are ghosts, we are all cursed. We can't help it, my friend. The living and the dead, we are all adrift in the wild. She just called me her friend. If I had a heart, it would have skipped a beat. Yeah, this is a romance. Yeah, it's really, me haunting a house is just me, apologizing for making, pipes burst and all that stuff. Whether it's for little pleasures or trials to overcome, the living and the dead treasure every second of consciousness. How could you not be a form of life? I'm but a fool. An old hag tries to cheer up a specter by getting depressed herself. Would you mind if I smoke? Oh no, not at all. I couldn't stop thinking about my body smelling. Aren't you an anxious one? What a dumb thing to worry about. She's so kind. Pretty cool too. Smoking fancily right beside me like the heroine of the story. I could blush. Tell me something about you, little ghost. Your voice comes along with a strange echo that tickles in my ears and reverberates a somewhat sweet melancholy. It feels akin to my own sadness. I did not think this was going to be this long when I chose this. Oh my god. Wow, now I'm blushing. Oh, thanks. Wait. Why am I taking this as a compliment? I thought my voice sounded truly awkward. I think it's beautiful. Even if she's only trying to be kind, I feel so relieved. How long has it been since someone was nice to me? A sadness akin, a final memory to treasure. There's not so much I can tell. I've been conscious all this time, but also forgetful. I made it here thanks to a little friend, but now that I have acknowledged myself, I feel I've lost my bird forever. Damn, I'm such a stupid woman. I sent your bird away because it was eating from you. I'm sorry. No problem. My flesh is not very healthy. Is that supposed to make me feel better, Spooky? Can I ask you something? Sure, whatever you want. Are you here to vanish me? Oof. The first rule of this job was never sympathize with ghosts. Don't worry, I'm not in a position to rebel. I'm stranded in a dead sea. This font is really messing with my brain. I'm stranded in a dead sea in which it is impossible to sink, but it is also terrifying to put a foot forward. Wasn't that poetic? I have a soft spot for artists. I'm a sea witch. It's my job to take care of the ones like you. I must pull out the ribs protecting your heart to make a broth in salt water. I must bless the branch of a willow to whack your boat with. I must bury you under a tree so its roots tie your spirit forever. I understand. I can only be a burden to those I would be sharing this fainting dead with. Yeah, it's literally making me second guess every word I'm reading out loud. No, you understand nothing, Spooky. I'm discarded myself, forsaken by people I loved who willingly traded me for busy lives and for feeling invulnerable. I have at least 5 years left. I'm in a position to rebel. If I had breath, she'd have taken it away. This is gay. I wish ghosts couldn't cry. It feels so embarrassing. Hey, again? There's no need to be this dramatic. I didn't want to. I'm cursed. We're just sticking with cursed. I'm sorry. I can't help it. Your kindness is devastating. I'm lifeless, and yet you want me to live. To live is to be scared, Spooky. But if we keep taking the next steps, we may find something to gain for ourselves. I'm not kind. I'm bored. I want someone to tell me stories. Caca! Look who's back. This bird is too lazy to catch fish by itself. I thought I didn't have stories to tell her, but I have at least one. It's about a little bird that gave a ghost some hope to live. I would gladly try to make up stories to speak with you as friends. What to do? Oh my god. We're gonna sleep. That was nice, but it's just very long. Just gonna wait around for people to show up. You dream about. You are reading a book with pages made of mirrors. You can still read the text surfacing all over your face in the reflection. It's a treatise that proves that the Big Bang Theory is a lie. When you close the book, the universe stopped existing. Fun. 15 cycles left. What is this? Oh, hello. Welcome. Oh, wound. Wait, I don't understand you. Maybe there is a way for us to connect. Oh, he's using his knowledge to translate? Nemesis and mentor, this your eye, once studied every tongue. Grant me access to my sister's words. Well, did it work? Yes, I can understand you perfectly fine now. It worries me that you don't know the tongue of the nebula. It is the only way to access true knowledge and power. Ah yes, it's extremely hard for human witches to master, but it's a skill I want to acquire eventually. Very well. Where was I? Oh yes. I have the power to destroy your party. Alright, here we go. I don't know if you are familiar with my arts. I have the ability to sabotage anything. There's a path to decay in everything, be it a planet, a community, or an idea. I can read those lines and steer anything in that direction. What's the person coming to say all this to my face? A test. I do believe that having an oracle among the leadership is essential for the future of our coven. That's why yours is my favorite party. Good to know. You have a fun way of showing support, though. I need to ascertain that you have what it takes to lead. What do you propose? I am going to offer you the opportunity to sabotage your rivals' efforts. I have already studied them and know how to suffocate their momentum. Just say the word and they are done. But should you reject my offer, I will go to your rivals and offer this very same deal to them. Oh my god. Oh, nice, okay. Don't answer me yet. This is a test after all. I want you to take your time and ponder how you will act in this scenario. So let's see if I understand you. You are threatening to destroy us if we don't choose to destroy our opponents. I believe it's a bit more nuanced than that. Your rivals may reject the offer too. Do you trust your sisters to play as fair as you will? I see. Ooh. So you do get off on this kind of stuff? What's the deal with you? Give it some thought. I am not bluffing. I need to try transforming our coven to assess if it can stand the test of entropy. Okay. Take your time. Summon me when you are ready to make the choice. Do not choose, and I will make the choice for you. Oh god. I don't want to take it. But like, will Jasmine use it? That's what I'm stressed about. Reporting. Promote program amongst novices. It was so exciting to have a meeting with all my newbie sisters. I talked to them about how amazing you are and how you helped me, and insist that we must vote for your party. I feel it worked really well. They could sense my genuine enthusiasm. I don't think they really ticked a lot of boxes. It was fantastic. What a rush. I wish you were there, Fortuna. All the young witches are really looking forward to a more horizontal coven. The rally was glorious. We got this. Keep up the good work. I'd like you to think just promote. I think she's a good promoter. Let's do explorers. I'd like you to look for allies and opportunities. I don't think we've had. Oh no, we have sent her to do that. Jasmine's. Devouring Adina. Why is there not? I agree. Why is there not a Kiss Fortuna option? That's all I want to do. I just want to I just want to romance her. I guess we'll make another card. I think we've done, yeah. Oh, I want to put a door in this. I think it's so like creepy. Oh my god. Oh. She's back. I don't think I'm going to do it. Money. That's the name of the card, is money. The bone marrow of the behemoth. The behemoth? Like the expanse? You're right, it is like stickers. It's like stickers that I don't have to be precious about. What is this? I did not put that there. The bone marrow of the behemoth sears thought. The appeal of the unknown. The red flame from the candle leads to disgusting discoveries. The overstimulated fire energy becomes a cleansing power. Death and rebirth. Deception, the unknown, rejection, bad omen, change, rebirth. No yearning. I did it. Yeah, I like making the cards because it's very just like head empty vibes. Ponder this. I offer you the possibility to sabotage one of your rivals, but should you reject my offer, I will go to your rivals and offer this very same deal to them. Do you trust your sisters to play fair as you will? I don't think I'm going to do it. Hello, Oracle. Do you have an answer? Yes, I'm ready. Very well. Who do you want me to sabotage? I just don't think... Like, even if someone else uses it... I don't know. I just don't want to, like... No one. I understand. And how do you feel about passing on the opportunity to ensure your victory? Relaxed. Proud. Frustrated. Proud. That's a shame. I don't believe that you are fit to become the leader of our coven. What? Why? Didn't you say this was a test? Didn't I just take the high road and act honorably? Exactly. You forwent the opportunity to get ahead of your rivals. You are unfit to rule. That's not fair. Cosmos is as fair as a black hole. You can only hope now that your sisters are as naive as you are. And I sincerely hope not, or I'll be forced to leave this obviously decaying coven. Jeez. Wound's vibe was not what I thought it was. A sisterhood with the values you uphold is no sisterhood at all. Being unable to perceive entropy is what makes you an idealist, a widespread disease among human witches. But ideals are for those who are well fed and taken care of. The wheel should always be steered by someone who's able to perceive the cosmos for what it is. Time to disprove you, I guess. Good luck with that. Bye. Ten cycles left. Reporting. Rival activity, Capressa. Capressa's been moving. I don't know if she's calling in some favors or what, but the old guard has suddenly decided to support her. We should do something about it. Reporting. Promote program amongst explorers. I just came back from the meeting with some explorer witches. From what I've gathered, they're a bit divided between wanting more freedom, but also wanting the coven to invest more in common projects. Some of them saw the potential in our program anyway. Oh, weren't they supposed to make a second old guard? And then I guess Netflix just never did anything with it. That was a great movie. Reporting. Challenge Jasmine's program. Law enforcement. I'm back. It was hard to convince witches that the warning system isn't a good idea. Most of them seem to think it's the most sensible option. Surprisingly, it was the producers who were most easily swayed towards our side, along with the oracles. Yeah, maybe it got pushed. I mean, probably got pushed back because of COVID and then the strike. But maybe they'll just, I don't know. I think with The Witcher, it's also just like their production keeps getting pushed back, but also The Witcher should have been canceled. But I want the old guard too. I don't know what Netflix is doing over there. Promote our program, Nova. To the oracles. Yeah, I'm not. It's so stupid that they just didn't end the show, and especially after the last season, which I didn't even finish because it was so bad. And because I'm going to start the last book of the Witcher series today. I'm almost done, and it's just so baffling how dumbed down they made the show. Like, audiences are not that stupid, you know what I mean? And they just made the show so stupid for no reason. And also aging up Ciri ruined Ciri as a character. Because they didn't change the way they wrote her. They still made her a spoiled, like, 10-year-old, but she's been being played by a 23-year-old. So it's like, no, you can't. You can't do that. You have to change the way you write her. Yeah, I don't even know the costume design. It's like they phoned it in. And I hate saying that about departments. And also reading I'm going to call it the conclave of witches, and I know that's not the right word. In the books, I hate being this person being like, the books are so much better, but in the books it's so much better. And Yennefer and Geralt aren't like the center of the stupid shit that's been going on. Like, that's not, they completely rewrote it for no reason, and then they made you go through the same episode twice because they had to be like, oh, this is what actually was happening that we planned so we could do. And it's like, anyone with eyes could have figured that out. Your audience isn't stupid, Netflix. Anyways, that in the books is just it's so good, and they just ruined it. I really don't think it's gonna last very long, even if they do shoot it with Liam. Right? It's like they wanted something that was like, that they wanted to adapt. I actually watched a really interesting video essay on this that was basically like ripping apart the show. But one of the things that they pointed out is like, this is a book written by a Polish man. I think he's Polish. But there's a lot of like Polish influence in those books, like the history that is based around and everything. And in the games, they heavily pull from like medieval Eastern Europe for like costumes and influence and stuff. But in the show, it's very just like Western European. And I'm like, you couldn't even have done the most basic research to not make it Western European. And they made the elves like the ultimate victim, even though in the books it's like pretty heavily implied that the elves were also the bad guy at one point. They like ripped all the nuance out of it. Yeah, they really needed. I feel so bad because I'm sure there are like people out there who wanted to make the show or a movie, and they just can't now. At least, I mean, the games obviously take place after the book, so there's a little bit more like wiggle room with story. Yeah, it's just like, why did you Americanize it, basically? Why did you make it with Western ideals when none of those are in the books? Because it's not written by a Western European man. Even the costume design should have had Polish influence. Like, I just don't understand. Do the basic research of like looking at the history that it's influenced by. Read the books before you actually start writing the show. And also the order in which season 1, as much as I actually enjoyed season 1 of the show, like, this is gonna sound so, what's the word I'm looking for? Like, whatever. But putting the Butcher of Blaviken as your first episode, immediately audiences get the wrong idea about Geralt. Because Butcher of Blaviken in The Last Wish, is that the first one? Whatever the first one is, it's not the first story. It's like, I forget because all the books are kind of blurring together because I've been reading them so fast. The first few stories of that book are about the Witcher saving people. About Geralt, like the Striga is before the Butcher of Blaviken in the book, and like the cursed man that they completely changed in the show in season 2 and Ciri was there. It's like, that tells you who Geralt is, not the Butcher of Blaviken. The Butcher of Blaviken isn't being forced into an impossible situation. Anyways, I'm gonna be that guy now once I finish the books. And that's my rant on The Witcher. And I also bought the first book of The Expanse. That's my next series I'm reading. Because I need to know. I need to know the differences. And I need to know what happened. Yeah, I love ranting about shit. Yeah. I also really feel bad for the actors. Because it's so clearly not an adaptation of the books. It's just like in name. Yes, that's why I was like, I need to know what happens in the last 3 Expanse books. Like, I need to know the ending. And there's a lot of speculation. I've been deep diving into the speculation around, like, Amazon is, they contractually have to give the rights back to Alcon, the production company, and then they can shop it around. But A, how long is that going to take? B, there's a time gap between 6 and 7, what I've found out. And, like, yeah, shopping something around. I think Apple might be expressing interest, but, like, it takes forever. And then I heard a rumor, this is what I do now with my life, it's just look at Expanse News, that there's speculation that they might just do some spin-offs, because obviously you can't just, like, pull all your actors back. They're all busy. So, like, being able to maybe cast some different people while you work on season 7 and maybe bringing your cast back. I don't know. This is what I do now. Oh, thank you for... I do love a rant. I have very specific interests. Anyways, but yeah. Even if they never do the last 3 books of The Expanse, I really just need to know what happened, so that's why I'm gonna read all 9 books. And also, it just looks like a really good series. And I've been reading too much fantasy. Yeah, I'm really hoping someone else picks it up. I agree with a lot of, I think Screen Rant wrote an article that like Apple would actually be a really good home for The Expanse because they've been killing it with the sci-fi lately. But it's also just like, it is an expensive show. So everyone needs to watch The Expanse so it's worth the money, is basically what I'm... That's my new thing, is forcing everyone in my life to watch The Expanse. It's a great book. Yeah, most Sapphic books are fantasy. I've been reading a lot of fantasy for the last few years, so I wanted to switch it up and do sci-fi. Yes, season 4. Season 4 is interesting. Season 4, I don't give anything away. I feel like I said, oh, it's like Mass Effect so much in season 3 and season 4, but in the best way possible. Like it truly like as a compliment. I'm so excited you're on season 4. Season 5 is one of my faves. Season 4 is also, I mean, they're all good. Anyway, that was my distraction. But yes, if you need a good sci-fi show, watch The Expanse. Let's have you promote. Let's go have you go back to academics. We got 10 cycles left. Yeah, Burning Kingdoms is really good. I love those books. The world building is so good, it's so interesting. Yeah, I know Ace really loves those books, so. We're gonna sleep, actually. I love the world building in the Burning Kingdoms, and like all the characters are super interesting. My thing about Burning Kingdoms, and this might just be like a me problem, is I found that the first 2/3 are interesting, but I found them to be kind of slow for both books. And then the last third is just like, I can't put it down. I need to know what happens, and then I'm left on a cliffhanger. Which is not a bad thing for a book, but like, it is just like a different mindset. Blue Whisper, you dream about. You are flying a plane made of seashells and colorful feathers. You'll land inside a frozen volcano and pick some rocks to install into your ship that make it fly faster. Then you race against wind spirits and can't stop laughing. Okay. Reporting. Challenge Jabson's program. Back from the battlefield, ready for it to report. Yeah, it is a lot of like political machinations, but it definitely is like. Who wrote those books? Tasha Shuri? Is that right? She wants you to like really understand the politics and the world and the gods and like everything. Not the gods, but you know what I mean, like the magic system. Before like you can get into like the really crazy shit. But it's really good. I challenged the idea of eating Adina's corpse and becoming more powerful. Academics and oracles definitely want the power, and they were pissed off by our stance. On the other hand, novices, explorers, and warriors are more fond of numbers and diversity. I'd like you to promote our program. Go to the novices. I'll make another card. 9 cycles left. I'm like really worried I'm gonna like screw over our coven. Let's do. Did I have done the sunset decks? I don't know. I don't have enough energy. I'll do the Nomad Sky Caravan. Can I use this? No. We'll do the dragon. As long as I get to romance Dahlia, that's really the point of me playing this game. Wings. All right. Oh wait, that doesn't make sense. Okay. Horrible little legs. Okay. Torn skies. The merchant caravan spreads conversation. One looks from the ancestral being can command mortals to sin. The aether wings elevate the arcana for everyone to see. A hurricane of air energy will stir luck and call for the unexpected. Authority, temptation, predestination, luck. No. Yearning. Hell yeah. Hi, Nova. I feel like every time she comes back, she has more jars on her hat. 8 days left. I had a meeting with some of the Oracle witches. Super mysterious. I put a special emphasis on your good heart and how you've helped me. What they don't like much is that you're letting another witch take the reins. They believe it should be you running. I tried to make them trust in our party, but I don't know if I had any success. That's okay. Just keep promoting our program, bud. Ooh, exciting. I'll go and spread the good word, absolutely. She just stores them in the bottles? Okay. I love that. I guess I'll sleep. Probably should have found more allies, but like... Money! You dream about. You're walking your pet lizard through a maze made of uneven rocks. From time to time, the lizard disappears beneath the rocks and comes out with surreal insects, a rainbow mantis with 12 eyes, an obsidian beetle with the face of a Maui statue. Moe? A caterpillar with a spiral markings running with quicksilver, and at the end of the maze you find a cauldron and make soup with the bugs. Horrifying. Jasmine is going after academics now. She's outright selling fear about how our system is going to lead to chaos and the degrading of our Sisterhood's well-established values. Whatever that means. The thing is that the oldest witches are buying it up. Let's stay on our toes. I had a long chat with some academics. I believe it went pretty well. As one of the Coven's archivists, I know most of the academics well. I'd say it was a productive meeting. I got many of them to see potential of our proposal. Nice. I'd like you to look for allies and opportunities. So this is when my brain starts being like, we just need to get down to 0. Because I don't know what else I'm supposed to be doing. I'm just gonna keep making cards and sleeping. Let's do sunset docks. I can only do this pyre person. Okay. I don't have energy. Okay, I don't have enough energy to make a card. Let's just read some demographic analysis. Explorers. These witches continuously chart this cosmos. Explorers scout new locations, discover new sources of energy and materials, and keep us informed with the latest events around every galaxy. They are usually too busy to mess with politics, so anything goes for them as long as it doesn't hinder their endeavors. Strategy guide. They're pretty easy. Throw them a bone here and there and they'll support us. Although the same goes for the other parties too. Fortuna said, I do not have any more emotional battery. Yeah. Also, Michaela says that. I say that. Blue Whisper. You dream about living inside a giant bear that you can control with your thoughts. When you are hungry, you ravage small towns and collect some meat and veggies you pour through the bear's throat. You don't feel any remorse at all, and the food tastes delicious. Okay, maybe I'll have some for a card now. Novices love me. They love all the power that referendum grants to them, and they finally get a say. We're gonna win this. Really? Because that didn't do anything. Thank you to challenge in a program. Banning. Alright, now maybe we'll have enough to make a card. Let me fix my headroom. Okay. I want to do this guy. I want to use this little frog. We haven't used a little frog yet. We'll do an asteroid, why not? Man, do I love frogs too. Hello? I didn't want that. Little shield. Oh, this is kind of blocking the boat, huh? Let's move you over. Occupation. A tide of salt and melancholy. The cloth speaks of courage. The banner extends a challenge. The asteroid foretells imminent tragedy. Communication, peace, judgment, test, courage, rivalry, tragedy. Sleep. 5 cycles left. Aries. You dream about. You are building a machine inside the sun. You don't know what the machine is for, but you keep building it obsessively. When you're done, you pull a lever and the sun vanishes along with every other star, leaving you in absolute darkness. Interesting. Four cycles left. Oh, Nova. I didn't manage to get any academics to sit down with me. I believe I even ended up pissing some of them off. That's fine. I'm sorry. Nova, you're perfect. Just... go back to the producers. Or I'm back to sleep. I feel like I could have got more people to our cause. I don't know, now I'm like worried. Study. On the 4 elements, Earth. Earth is often the most coveted element since it symbolizes strength, and strength is always tempting. And I define it as tempting because there actually is such a thing as too much strength. I've witnessed many promising students fall into this honeypot, but what is the ultimate representation of Earth? A rock, and the most outstanding characteristic of a rock is its immobility. True masters of Earth don't hoard strength. It's all about balance. Because strength cannot only be drawn from you, but from your peers, your tools, and your opportunities. Picture pieces of different kinds of wood. The lightest one may be at the mercy of elements, but the sturdiest one is more likely to fracture. An earth which should aspire to become wicker wood, which bends before breaking. Combine earth with earth, and you will provoke the paradox of the omnipotent stagnation, the most powerful stalemate, the inability to exercise your own might. Sleep. The judge. Oh, we haven't pulled the judge in a while. You craft a beautiful acoustic guitar with the wood of a millennium-old oak with blue leaves. You don't know how to play it, so you summon a musician spirit to live inside the instrument. You caress the strings, and the subtle harmonic hum makes you cry. I mean, there's 3 cycles left. I don't know if anyone's coming back. Capress has been moving. I don't know if she's calling in some favors or what, but the old guard has suddenly decided to support her. We already knew that. We should do something about it. Okay, I'll send you down Compressa. I found someone that could help us, Fortuna. She'll pay you a visit. Her name is Manaka, head of explorers. That's not a real position in the Coven. It's an honorific title she got from the rest of the explorers, which may be even more important than an official designation. More often than not, Manaka roams the outer edges of the unknown universe, mapping every star and planet. She even developed a shape-shifting aura that keeps track of any changes to any astral body that the Coven has charted in real time. Just recently, Manaka came back to the Coven because of the elections. If we can get her on our side, we can easily win the confidence of every explorer witch in the Coven. Challenge an opponent's program. Specifically, Forbidden Arts banning. I mean, we have 3 days left. I don't really know how much we're gonna get done. Alright, we'll make a card and wait for this person to show up. We haven't seen Abramar in a while. I miss our friend. On the road. Oh, we don't have enough energy for most of these. I don't think we have enough energy for anything. Okay. And we're gonna sleep. Yeah, he's taking. Yeah, you're right. Oh, the judge again. Now we're gonna pull it every single time. You meet with your long-lost father at the highest room of a lighthouse. He is wearing a golden mask. He gives you a small ebony key and tells you to insert it into the keyhole on its mask. You do so and discover your father has no face, but a tiny waterfall that floods the entire room. Oh, hi, friend. Dear Sister Fortuna, my name is Manaka. I am one of the explorer witches of our coven. I am meeting with members of every party to assess the best prospect for our projects, the continued research of the cosmos, and of course, the well-being of all of our sisters. Oh. Back from the battlefield, ready to report. Perfect blow attacking the point of forbidding arts. Both Capressa and Jasmine lost support from their voters. Academics, explorers, and oracles are interested in making the forbidden arts more accessible. On the other hand, the idea is a bit scary for novices, and producers are definitely too fond of stability. Promote our program. For the producers. Goodbye. Nice, yeah. Yeah, I definitely should have done all the inviting at the beginning, but that's okay. Ooh, hello. Oh, hello. Hello, Fortuna. So nice to meet you. Likewise. It's an honor to meet with the head of the explorers. I'm no head of anything, dear. The rest of the explorers like to call me that, but it's just an affectionate way of calling me old. I know many witches hold you in great esteem, not only explorers. Well, I mentored a lot of them. I understand the daughterly love. But there's no such thing as a head, a leader, or chief of explorers. The character design? They really, yeah, I agree. Absolutely went off. In any case, I'm sure you have a lot of pull among them. I won't deny that. My word carries more weight than I'd like, but that's not something I sought out. I never brandished that love as a tool for command. Anyway, enough about me. I've always wanted to meet you. Did you know I was planning on paying you a visit right before you were exiled? Oh yeah? At that time we were looking for an oracle to help us design a plan to travel inside a black hole. Oh, whoa. I would have loved to be a part of that. Well, unfortunately that project was cancelled after we lost a young explorer to the black hole. The oracle that was helping us at the time told us she wasn't dead, but transported to a different era. And I would probably never see her again. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. Maybe with you on our side, it would have gone differently. We'll never know, I guess. Look at me, talking about myself again. I'm so sorry. Let's focus on the present. Or you could have me telling war stories until the end of the race. It's quite alright. So you're visiting every candidate? How's that going so far? It keeps getting harder and harder. I'm not just visiting the candidates, but also their advisors and other team members. And I just love you all too much. The future is going to be bright no matter who wins. I agreed to pay we have to compete to begin with? Is that too soft? The future will be brightest with us. Switch to campaign mode, I see. I mean it. I'm sure you do. You all adamantly believe that, and that's why I'm not worried at all. My vote will be egotistical, as will the vote of our sisters, I'm sure. Personally, since I know there's no wrong option, I'm going to vote for whoever brings the coven closer to the interests of the explorers. So tell me, is there a way to count on your support? So blunt. That's a good sign. It's not that there's something specific you can do to get my vote, but yours is the only party with an oracle in it. I'm curious about that. So, if it's not rude to ask, I'd like to experience your divination. Finally! Specifically, how it may benefit the everlasting task of charting this universe. What did you have in mind? A simple request. Tell me about somewhere I haven't been. It's so simple considering you're famous for I've been everywhere. Everywhere known, at least. I guess there's no harm in writing up a place for Manaka to find. Should I overdo it and impress her, or should I stick to her request? Play it safe, I think. Very well, I accept your challenge. It's not a challenge, my dear. Ahem. Well, you're right. It is a challenge, fair enough. Alright, I can deliver. So ask my deck for somewhere you haven't been. Okay, I'm starting to get excited. Hold tight to that excitement while I shuffle my deck. And connect with what you felt the first time you visited an uncharted place. Farron Gao. Whispers from the unknown jade witches imbued this card with emotion, ripe with the loneliness of the one who left their planet. The mirror dispels what isn't true. A flood of water can unleash hidden potential. Introspection, yearning, passion, power. What do we think? The wormhole ties into the wormhole stuff that she wanted to already. Let's do this one. Observe the surface of VY Canis Majoris carefully. There you'll find a wormhole that can be crossed safely without getting burnt. It'll take you into an undiscovered location. Oh, wow. That is pretty far-fetched. Is it possible, though? Well, it's not impossible. Then you will find it. Are you sure you want to send your elder into one of those largest known stars? Yes. I mean it. It sounds funny. I'm not 100% sure. You're going to find that wormhole, and you will be able to go through it safely. Very well. I'll bet on your divination. What you just did, it's something else. I'm leaving immediately to explore. Can't wait to hear back from you. You can bet you will. Thank you so much for indulging me. Oh, everyone's here. Gang's all here. Alright, time's up. We did everything we could. We are the favorite in the poll, so things are looking good for us. Great job. But let's not count on our chickens yet. In a couple of days, the whole Sisterhood will get together at the House of Cosmic Providence. Rhode Island? Stupid joke. There, every party will get to debate our covenant's future. Not only that, but every sister also has the right to speak and will be able to express their hopes and concerns. Pretty much anything can happen there. Have you ever been to the House of Cosmic Providence? I've only seen it from the outside, and it's pretty intimidating. I've been inside for some dealings, but never for an official assembly of the Sisterhood. I'm nervous too. The thing is that inside its main hall, time holds still, so the debate can go on for hours, days, or years if necessary. Oh no. The rule is that no vote shall be cast until every sister has had a chance to say their piece. Then after everything's said and done, we will all vote. And the House of Cosmic Providence will release its hold on time so fate can unfold normally. We've come this far, we might as well do the whole dance. Campaigning is now banned until the assembly, so take some time off, enjoy a bubble bath, or whatever it is you do to blow off steam. For me, it's going to be wine and sex fairies. Patrice, again, too much information. Shut up. Congratulations on getting to the finish line. Let's meet at the doors of the House of Cosmic Providence in a couple of days. I'm banned. I can't leave. Chapter 7. Providence, Rhode Island. Jasmine, come on. This one's super easy. Oh, well. What's she doing? Some clue, maybe? This character is legendary. They're known for never giving up. Alright, I think you're... What do we think? Batman, James Bond, Wile E. Coyote. I want to say Batman. What? No? Who's that? I know. I know. What's the name of that famous Earthling? Ah, yes. Lady Gaga. What? Lady Gaga? Who's that? A pop star from the 2100s, I think? I don't know. She's the only historical figure I know from Earth. Okay, we're from completely different worlds and eras. This wasn't a good idea. But Fortuna, you should know this character. Tell me already. There's no way I can guess it. Ahab. Ahab. Yes, from Moby Dick. Look at me with the harpoon and everything. That's impossible. I didn't even know what the main character of Moby Dick was called. No? Bah. Forget it. The magic brownie should be ready to eat anyway. Up for some tea and some smiles? Alright. I'm ready, ma'am. Oh, brownie sounds so good right now. Oh, you shouldn't make them so delicious. I always end up having one too many. And they pair with the tea so well. I'm going to want a literal ton to take out later. I figured as much. I already prepared a survival kit for you. I'll help you carry it to your asteroid later. Much appreciated. Hey, Fortuna. How come you never got a familiar? It's so lame every time you write to just get, like, an envelope with a message. One of the best parts of witch correspondence is getting to pet each other's familiars. My favorite type of brownie? Just a classic, like, I love a chewy brownie. Just a classic brownie. Nothing in it. Nothing fancy. The ones that, like, have the crackling on top. So good. Like a chewy, fudgy brownie. Oh, that makes me want one so bad. Okay. I've always wanted to bring that up too, yes. I don't know. I have serious trouble with commitment. Like, that's a living being, and I need to think about feeding them and taking care of them. But now that you're going to be exiled for a millennium, wouldn't it be good to keep you company? We don't need to talk about this if you don't want to. No, it's alright. I guess I wouldn't want to keep any sentient being imprisoned with me just so I don't feel alone. Fair point. You've always been so empathetic. I don't think empathy is what's going on here. I'd say it's the opposite, how egotistical and self-centered I am. Hey, where's that coming from? I'm not looking for pity. I accepted it so long ago. Don't worry. Fortuna. Hey, I know. If you had to get a familiar, what would it like to be? Ooh, a super intelligent crow. I like that. Ooh, I never would have guessed. Why super intelligent though? Because all crows are super intelligent, duh. I imagine it swings with eye patterns, like a moth swings. Ooh, that's super cool. There are crows outside my apartment. And they're very cool, but they're so loud. They're so loud. They just caw all day. Whoa, I'm totally seeing it, yeah. Where am I going to find a specimen like that? I'll keep an eye out in case I can get you one for when you come out of exile. I feel bad capturing something so beautiful though. But I'll look for a familiar when I'm free, I promise. Cool. Friends, my brownies are kicking in, and they're making me feel like philosophy. Oh no. Oh yes, here we go. Listen. Have you ever considered why men can't become witches? It's because of our superior emotional intelligence? I don't know. Here. Wait, what's that? My sister explained it to me. It's like being smart but for feelings. Huh? They invented it on Earth a few decades after I became a witch. It's like listening to yourself and being empathetic and being able to properly communicate, I think. And women have more of that than men? I don't know. I was just being mean for no reason. It's because men are the fucking worst then. I mean, yeah. Jeez, I will never understand how men got to be so awful on your home planet. Jasmine comes from the 19th century. From what I know, that was fucking nightmarish. Women didn't even have the right to vote. And that was just a symptom of how much they saw us as inferior. You sure you don't want us to invade your planet and institute a matriarchy? Let's do it. No. We're on a path in human society. Well, they're on a path. It's not our fight anymore. Slowly but surely, women are turning it around. My offer still stands if you ever want it less slowly and more surely. Oh yeah, nice. Really nice. Are you high, Jasmine? Yep. Aren't you? Yes. Let's dance. Oh my god, their little animations are so cute. I am Fortuna at a wedding. I'm like, it's my one dance move. Oh, Jasmine, have you been learning new moves? Yes. Woohoo! Should we put some music on? There's music already. The plants are singing. Oh. Sure. I'm going to miss you so much. Aw. Fortuna. I love you. I love you too. I love you so much. Hang in there, 40. What did you just call me? Finally alone. Yeah, it's been too much having so many people in here all of a sudden. Yes. Plus, I missed you. Aw. You miss me? I never left. I missed talking to you, just the two of us. Aw, I missed you too. I don't want to be toxic and hoard all of you for myself or anything. But I was so jealous of all those witches visiting you while I had to remain hidden. Okay, what's going on? Why are you getting, like, this cloying? The end is near. What end? You'll soon hate me. Uh-oh, why? What are you going to do? Activate the fire seal. And I will have to absorb your immortality. You'll need to go back to the mortal world, and we won't get to see each other again. Oh, I forgot that I put my immortality. That's okay. True. I knew the moment to pay would come sooner or later. I intend to pay. I won't hate you. We'll see about that. I've been through this too many times. It's only natural to want to rebel against the one who's taking something precious from you. I don't think I'll ever hate you, though, no matter how much you loathe me. You really are special, Fortuna. I'll treasure our time together no matter what happens. Oh. I'm happy I met you, despite everything. Hate me or not, you're getting what you wanted. Tomorrow you will leave this asteroid at last. How are you feeling? Scared. I'm not sure if I'm ready. 200 years inside these walls, I'm afraid that the world I miss isn't going to be out there anymore. Everything will be different. I'm coming to terms with the fact that there's no way of getting back what I lost, really. My only hope is to gather enough strength to build a life I can enjoy from this point onwards. Whatever the case, I sincerely hope you enjoy the rest of your existence to the fullest. Thank you. And speaking of enjoying ourselves, this is probably our last night together on this asteroid. You're not coming back to this life, so make all the cards you want, enjoy some books, lay in bed. When you're ready, let me know, and I'll let you ride my back to the House of Cosmic Providence. What? I'm ready to ride you like a cosmic shrimp? What? You didn't just call me a shrimp. Sorry, I've been thinking about it since the moment I first saw you. I've heard lobster before, but shrimp? Yeah, I do like that it's telling us that we're towards the end. I think that's very helpful, instead of just guessing. Come on, show some respect. Sorry. Oh, magnificent lobster. Shut the fuck up. Take your time, and then I'll fly you to Congress. Aye, aye. What is this? Oh, it went away. Hello? To all our sister, the cosmic... okay. I'll make one card, or I'll see. Can I make a card? Yeah, I'll make one card and then I think we'll go. Lobster. I'm confused because all of these are not unlocked, but that's okay. Let's do the road. Let's do our motorcycle. That's a really big motorcycle. Hang on. Yeah, motorcycles scare me. I could never ride one. But yeah, it would be nice to look like we could ride one. Pew pew. I was driving one time and like the dumbest motorcycler came in and I was like, what are you doing? Like, I was sitting in traffic on like a merge area to get onto a highway, and then this all of a sudden I saw this like headlight next to me and it was this motorcycle trying to go around everybody. I was like, what are you doing? Burning chrome. We walk the road alone for everyone to see. The gunslinger is an avatar of resilience and exploration. The coyote seeks a rival, thrives on conflict. The rifle is loaded with angst. Oh, I didn't read the meetings. Guide, discovery, deception, the unknown, leadership, purpose, rivalry, tragedy. Great. Let's go. Are you nervous? I love this. Yeah, it's a lot of bad. It's just like, it's so easy to like get in an accident. I just don't understand why it's not harder to get a motorcycle. Yes. Why? I'm about to meet dozens of witches all at once. Do you care about what others think of you? Yes. Don't you? I like to say that I don't care about what anyone thinks about me. And after having lived through many universes, it's mostly true, but from time to time I find someone that I do care about what they think. Are you talking about me? Yes. In fact, I was listening in when you were talking with Uena about me. Of course you were. I both hate him and love him. If I had blood, I'd still be blushing, miss. Shut up, dude. And then Uena was all like, those are the best ones, aren't they? This is so embarrassing. Yeah, he has a tail. Look at him. I hate you so much. Well, for what it's worth, I only love you. You are constantly adorable. Fuck you. Listen, I never got to thank you properly. There's no need to, really. It's all been you, this whole time. No, I want to do it. You've done so much for me these past few months. I was lost. I was beyond saving. I summoned you as the last resort, and what you've given me is... It's not just a new deck and getting to leave my house. You brought me back to life. Challenging me, teaching me, making me laugh, listening to me. Oh, thank you, Abramar. Thank you so much. This is so cute. I love you. I love you too. But you really shouldn't. I appreciate what you're saying, I really do. But I'm not doing all this for free. Soon I'll reap something very important from you. I don't care. Right now, right here, I love you, and I am thankful. I may hate you in the future. Hell, I may even betray you. I don't really know how I'm going to react once the fire seal activates. But in the specific moment alone amongst the stars, I love you. This is so romantic, and I kind of love it. Thank you. Look, there it is. The House of Cosmic Providence. Moment of truth. Let's see what the cards lead us to. The wheel. Everything that is about to happen. Everything that will occur. None of it is your fault. But all of it is your responsibility. And that is true for every given moment of your life. And that is true for every single witch in this cosmos. That is fate. Uh-oh. Adina, my corpse is without will, but my body stands proud in the Coven Assembly here today. 100 voices to decide the fate of our sisterhood. 100 voices to steer this universe. Your power is enormous and it will continue to grow. The House of Cosmic Providence will hold time still for us. Not a single galaxy will dare spin in our coven until our coven has a new leader. Now pour your voices into the chalice and build a future upon my corpse. Surrounding me, around the chalice of undying legacy, we have the candidates. Cupressa, the historian. Dahlia, the daggersmith. Jasmine, the gardener. We will soon hear our sisters' opening speeches. But first, let's conjure the vote, intention for all... I need to read that again. But first, let's conjure the vote intention for all to gauge the progress of this debate. And remember, in the House of Cosmic Providence, everyone is welcome to talk at any given moment, for we are all equal in discussing the fate of our sisterhood. Now, my body shall remain silent for the rest of the debate. I give the floor to the eldest of the candidates, Cupressa. Thank you, Adina. I am aware that many of you are eager to leave behind the coven culture established by our former leader. What I bring you here today is not a political pamphlet, but a plea. I have lived through. I was doing so well. And now my reading is just... I'll lived through it and recall every era of this coven. That gives me the perspective and the confidence to assure you that our sisterhood has never been more prosperous than in Adina's time. I implore you, we must give Adina's system a chance, experience where it takes us. I know for a fact that this was just the beginning of what Adina had planned for us. Her vision, the projection of her rule and system, was destined to make us the most powerful coven that ever existed. Uh-oh. That's why my program plans to keep her design intact, with myself as warden of its prosperity. Having said that, I am genuinely interested in hearing about the alternatives our sisters have devised for our coven. And I'd like to give the floor to our fiercest, Dahlia. Listen to me, everyone. Dahlia has chosen me as her second, so my role here is to advise her as she goes. I might need to modulate or reel in her speeches. I have a clear vision for this coven. Okay, how should I suggest Dahlia opens? Go ambitious and confident. Dahlia, I suggest community, sisterhood, solidarity, support, diversity, all which is equal. Alright, this is going to be trickier than I thought. Her energy is kind of working though. And there's one crucial aspect we need to make this vision happen. Okay, this is my opening. Let's direct her speech towards... horizontalism, shared power. Horizontalism. Our community is not so big that we should put our fate in the hands of just a few. The opinion of every single witch should bear the same weight. The referendum system we want to implement will make sure that not a single choice is made to the detriment of the community ever again. No more impositions like the obnoxious quarterly controls. No more excessive punishment. We must reclaim this coven for ourselves. Let's move on to another candidate. Jasmine, offer your opening statement. Thank you, Adina. I'm so happy to be in front of all my sisters here today. I thank you all for the opportunity to present my plan for an ideal coven. I'm really moved by all the support we've received thus far. You're at 0. Jasmine? Jasmine, you're at 0. What the... all the support you have? And I understand why so many of you still have your doubts about the pictures I'm trying to paint. But hopefully after I explain our ideas before all of you, I can get you all as excited as I am for the future of our sisterhood. We must be grateful for everything Adina's given us. She's made us grow in unprecedented ways. But it's time we stop being treated like children. We need to grow beyond her system, with all her controls and punishments that made us behave like a well-oiled machine. I want to take us into an era of freedom and trust. We've learned the benefits of hard work and sacrifice. Now it's up to every witch to decide how to improve our sisterhood. We are more powerful, we are wiser, we are very capable of being responsible towards our coven without impositions of any kind. Our program is the next step to ensure the full maturity of our coven. I must speak. Oh hey! I'm sorry to disrupt such a critical moment for your coven, but it's imperative that I bring the concerns of the Arbitrage office before all of you. As you may know, we recently had to deal with one of your sisters, Greth, who had formed a pact with a behemoth. Ugh. We managed to imprison the being who had fused themselves with Greth's body. And after several intense submission spells, we managed to extract some worrying information from them. The Arbiter's office has grounds to believe that there is yet another practitioner of the forbidden among you. That can't be possible. I'm sorry, we're convinced there is a behemoth meddling with these elections. We're also pretty certain as to who is responsible. We'd like to extend the courtesy of that which to honorably surrender herself, or to any of you to do the right thing and expose her before the whole coven. If not, I'll be forced to bring the prime suspect in with me for a less amicable interrogation process. This is not acceptable. The sanctity of this Congress must not be interrupted by an external party. I'm afraid there's no alternative. We can't risk a behemoth user becoming the next leader of this coven. It may be too late, then. Very well. Sisters, we shall comply with the magical pact. Confess now, witch, or bring your whole coven down with you. No, because when I'm afraid that if I come clean, then Dahlia's gonna lose. I don't know what to do. I know, but I'm afraid if I don't come clean, someone else is gonna be blamed. But Taya has to know who it is. Unless someone else is using a behemoth. I don't know what to do. Oh my god, this is so stressful. I think the selfless thing to do, because I think that Fortuna has been trying to become less selfish, is to confess everything. If this fucks up everything. Ugh. It hurts. Make it stop. What's going on? Somebody help me. What the hell is going on? They're trapped in a ball of fire. We need to save them. Is this the end of our coven? Fortuna, do something. Me? Yes. Dahlia, calm down. What could Fortuna possibly do about this? No, Dahlia's good is right, as always. Let me collect my thoughts for a second. I'm going to use my cards to make sense of what is going on here. If we understand why this is happening, we may be able to do something about it. Everyone focus on the coven. Project your feelings towards our sisterhood into my deck. Destruction. Okay. Introspection, yearning, passion, power. Capressa, unable to process the death of Adina, is determined to end the coven to keep the work of our leader from being corrupted. I've become too powerful in the house of... I don't know. Oh, this is so stressful. Like, I kind of want to make a Capressa because that'd be really interesting. And this is like, to me, because she's not running to be leader, like, this doesn't make sense. Because it would make more sense if I was trying to be leader. You know what I mean? And, like, they're trying to stop. I think I'm gonna do the Capressa. She has brought down the house of cause of providence to burn us all inside. Since time can't flow until we reach a decision as to who will become the next leader, our sisters are doomed to burn eternally. We must come to an agreement to free them. Capressa, what's the meaning of this? The sisterhood is meaningless without Adina. Seen too many leaders come and go, and none of them achieved this perfection that Adina did. The times ahead are dark. There's no witch alive who can manage what Adina's built. We are too powerful. We should all be scattered throughout the cosmos to let future covens form anew. It's time to rest our community. I can't believe it. Why did you do this, Cupressa? No use fretting about it. We should focus on freeing our sisters. We'll deal with Cupressa later. I can't stand this anymore. Someone kill me. Get us out of here. Okay, everyone, vote for me. Picture me as your leader. Let's dispel the flames. Hey, not so fast. This is just too important. It can't end like this. We must decide swiftly, but we must also decide wisely. What do you propose, then? We cut through all the bullshit and sort out everything else in front of the sisters. I'm all for that. Fuck Congress ceremony. This is highly unorthodox, but so is the situation. I agree to a straightforward conversation. Cupressa. Very well. I will begin. I'm going to be completely transparent since time is of the essence. You must all choose me as your leader, and the reasons are quite simple. You may or may not like my program, but even if it is... It's loud. You may or may not like my program, but even if you think it has room for improvement, it's the best option we've got right now. Dahlia's program is completely unrealistic and naive. Don't be swayed by her idealism. We can't function on charisma. Hey, shut up. Let me talk. And Cupressa, for the sake of haste, can we stop pretending she's relevant? Your discourse is riddled with fallacies, young witch. Open your eyes. I am the most sensible option. Acknowledge it and we can stop this madness. I'm not going to acknowledge shit. What kind of arguments are those? You're just tapping into our sister's sphere for a quick and easy win. Dahlia has a point there. Me answering in a non-hate. Your discourse is riddled with fallacies. Right now, it's easy to justify a conservative stance because we're in the middle of a catastrophe. But this moment is too important. It may define the coming millennia. We mustn't cast our votes from a place of fear. What we need right now is hope. This crisis is only proving that existence is fragile and ephemeral, even for us witches. Okay, music. We must play unsafely. We must aim hearts open towards how we truly want to exist. Forget all of your fears. Hell, most of you may not even be here after the votes are cast. Just feel it. What kind of future do you wish for witches around the universe? That was beautifully said, Fortuna. And that's exactly what I'm planning on bringing to you all, sisters. A complete upheaval of all power dynamics. Sisterhood, coven. Those are all empty terms if we don't all stand as equals. Not so fast. That is nothing but pure demagogy. You cannot appropriate the words coven and sisterhood like that. Communities need leadership and wisdom. Elders have always taken care of the young. You are painting those traditions as power inequality, but it's way more simple than that. It's love. In its most pure and disinterested form. Elders watching over the future generations, paving the way, teaching, guiding. What are you doing? Decide already, make it stop. Fight each other for all I care. I guess we're not doing a great job of cutting through all the bullshit. It's starting to feel like the opposite. I know. Aren't we friends? Can't we come to an agreement? We need to offer our suffering sisters a way out already. That's easier said than done. None of us want to relinquish her view. And not because we're power hungry, exactly. It moves me, the certainty of how wholeheartedly we all love our coven, that we can't simply leave its future up to chance. How about we change our approach? Each of us says who she'd rather have as a leader, not including herself. Okay. What'll be the point? We've been at each other's throats for a whole campaign. Let's change gears and discuss our virtues. I like it. I can respect that. I don't really see the point, but I'll do anything to break this impasse. Oh yeah, I guess your case is easy. You would vote for me, right? My program is the most similar to yours. I guess so. Not that I'm passionate about it. You are simply the candidate I would distrust the least with our coven's traditions. That's flattering. A point for me, nonetheless. I'm starting to feel like this wasn't a good idea. Who'd you vote for, Dahlia? I vote for you, Jasmine, obviously. And you? I picked Cressa. What? You've always been the most sensible of the lot, Jasmine. Thank you. How could you pick this decaying log over me? Sorry, your program is just too radical, Dahlia. This is incredible. Whatever. Now what? There must be something that we can do to break out of this loop. I'll draw a card to discover once and for all who will lead. I wouldn't be against it. Oracles have always played a major role when it comes to steering the Coven's fate. Are you sure? It doesn't feel right after all this work to leave it up to chance. Yeah, it feels like a coin toss. Not only that, you're the dealer here. Doesn't that give you a bit of advantage? It's not exactly up to chance, but I understand how you feel. Come on, I'm sure there must be another way out of coming to an agreement. I can't take it. I don't care who leads anymore. We're not getting anywhere. This is all pointless. We're fighting about who's going to rule over the ashes of our sisters. Shit, Fortuna, why'd you have to predict the fall of our coven? This is all your fault. My fault. That's more accurate than you think. What? Did you? Not long ago I discovered my powers aren't really fortune-telling. That what I do with my cards is not reading the future, but writing it. Writing it? I have the power to alter the past and the future. Past too? How does that work? Well, I don't think it's time to get into that, but the thing is that you're right to blame me. I wrote the destruction of the Coven. I caused it. That's not possible. Dina was aware of my true talents. That's why she sent me to exile and deprived me of my deck. Why? Fortuna, why did you do this? Our sisterhood was far from perfect, but it was worth fighting for. We could have turned this into something really beautiful. I didn't do this on purpose. I wasn't aware of the implications. It doesn't matter. Why did you keep hiding something so important all this time? And even knowing that you joined the race. What's your end game here? I want to fix everything. I can fix it. Even if it's from the ashes of everything we know. I want to rebuild. I want to pursue a better future. Don't you dare play the hero now. You doomed us all. Well, fuck you. You're not helping. Jocelyn's not helping. Fuck me. The fucking nerve, Fortuna. I'm ashamed to have you on my team. After all these years away, you come back and fuck everything up. We were better off without you. Adina was right to send you to exile. Dahlia! I wanted to romance you. Fuck this. I'm going to make things right. I'll find a way out for our doomed sisters, and I will write a future for us three. And fuck it, since we're at it. I'm gonna rewrite how magic works in this universe so we don't have to suffer through shit like this again. Okay, watch this. Golden Mine. I'll just go in order. I like just going in order. There exists yet another world beyond this one. The Coven will get to live on there, waiting for us in an even higher plane of existence. She's so dramatic and I love it. Did you just create a higher plane of existence with a single card? Yes. My arts work within everything that doesn't exist. The most obvious implication is the future. But there's also the past that hasn't been observed, that has simply been forgotten. And apparently, other worlds too. That's it. It's as easy as that. You're too powerful, Fortuna. This is scary. But this is for a good cause. Thank you, Fortuna. Thank you. You're saving everyone, yes. Let's focus on that. I know this may be overwhelming. I'm still struggling with it myself, but while we figure it out, I can do good. Oh god, we're gonna have to go over. Alright, this will be us. It doesn't matter who rules. We will lead together and support each other, amending the program as we learn and search for an ideal sisterhood. Oh. That's beautiful. That's what I was thinking, like, when they were arguing. I was like, can't you just, like, amend something so you can work together? So there's hope for us after all, huh? That's great, Fortuna. Those powers of yours really aren't bad after all. It's the least I could do after the mess I've made. Let's work hard for this point onwards to forge a future we can be proud of. Yes. Now. The cosmos. Uh-oh. The researcher. I'm torn between glory of the first, which will transcend to a higher plane of existence, or upon our deaths, each of us will become a god. I kind of like this one. I think I'm going glory of the first, which will transcend into a higher plane of existence and act as a goddess, enacting justice on any ill-willed witches. Oh wow. Can you really force the very first witch to look after us? Well, I just did. So karma just became a real thing. Works for me. I'm fed up with all the scheming witches. Well, this leaves what's to be considered wrong and right up for debate, but that'll be up to Gloria. Oh, whoops. Haven't you just created a cosmic dictator then? Maybe. What I know is that we can't be left unchecked. The sole chance at cosmic retribution will deter many witches who consciously try to play dirty. I hope this works. Time will tell. I'd have one bad call. That's all I wanted to deal with. Now, as far as I'm concerned, our sisters can cast their final votes. I have nothing more to do or say. I can't fight anymore. I'm exhausted. Let's get this over with. We lost control of this situation long ago. Ready to confront fate. I think our sisters have seen enough. And suffered enough too. Our fate is in our hands, sisters. Cast your votes. I mean, I basically said, it doesn't matter who rules. Yes, we did it, sisters. Today marks the beginning of a new era of support and cooperation. All witches equal, at last. Congrats, Dahlia. Congrats, Dahlia. You bested me. I'm looking forward to seeing the coven you'll build, Dahlia. The fate of the Sisterhood is sealed. Now you have to become immortal. Goodbye. Now, to honor the new leader, come to me and scatter my remains. I shall become Stardust once again, so new witches may ascend. Hi, friend. Boo. What is this? What's going on? Quick, everyone, get behind me. Oh, I'm sorry, I mean no harm. There's no good way of interrupting this moment. You're all being so intense. It's alright, everyone. This is Abramar. He is the behemoth I summoned to regain my freedom. What the fuck, Fortuna? Do you need help? Is this thing bothering you? Do you want me to kick his butt? No. Don't mind me, I won't bother you for long. Fortuna, it's time to pay the price. What price? What is he talking about? To regain my freedom, I offered him my immortality in exchange. What? But you won't be able to live in outer space anymore. I know, is he bothering you, ma'am? What are you gonna do? I'll have to move back to Earth and make most of the 60 years or so that are left for this body, with luck. There's no way around it. It's time to pay Fortuna. Very well, if there's no alternative. Oh, come on, Fortuna. I know it's hard, but we talked about this. Look at all you achieved. You turned the witching world upside down. Now witch up and pay. If I pay, I'm going to hate you. I understand. It's alright, Fortuna, I can take it. The more you delay this, the more it's going to hurt. Come on, open your soul now. Stand proud with honoring... Stand proud while honoring our pact. This is all yours, and I'm proud of you. Let's conclude our pact. I'm ready. Let's do this. I'm ready. My immortality. Oh, that was so good. That ending was so good. So intense. Ivan, you killed character design. That ending was so good. So my friend who recommended this game for me, John, shout out to John, he texted me and was like, I accidentally made the worst, like, choices. Oh yeah, Amarios. Like, he made some of, like, the wildest choices. So he was like, you need to play this game to see what wild choices you make. So now I get to brag and be like, I actually only made one interesting choice. Well, actually, I guess we'll find out. We'll find out if I made bad choices. Oh, I get a raven. How are you, Fortuna? It's been a while. Are the years treating you well? I'd love to come and visit. Just let me know a good time and I'll fly over. Fortuna, how are you? Oh my god, you look so old. Thank you? Shut up, she looks splendid. You radiate the aura of wisdom and solemnity. You're not making it better. Yeah, sorry. You do look really old, dude. Oh, she duded me. I was never gonna romance Dahlia. On the other hand, you two look exactly the same. This is uncanny. Let's not dwell on the physical, alright? How have you been? Bring us up to speed. There's nothing much to tell you, really. I tried to live on Mars a couple of times, but even if it's in shambles, Earth keeps calling me back. You know what I'm gonna say. Like The Expanse? Oh yeah, look at Earth. I decided to retire here indefinitely. Something about the sky and the landscapes. Mars topography is just overwhelming in some weird way. There's nothing much to do here. I mostly roam the ruins, forage, barter with the locals. But it's way more pleasant than the hectic society on Mars. And you? I'm sure you don't want to listen to any space adventures. No, please. I'm over it at this point. Tell me, what's going on out there? Okay, well, my hands are full of training my sentient garden nowadays. Oh, it finally happened? Yes, and it's a super interesting project. She's totally underplaying it. Jasmine gives off this motherly aura now, full of pride for what her creature is achieving. So far, about a dozen barren moons have become lush gardens and forests thanks to Jasmine's sentient garden's blessings. Yeah, I'm really proud of my little garden. I'm happy to hear that. How about you, Dahlia? How are you doing? I'm fucking glowing. Yeah, you are. It's been hard to rebuild the Coven after the Congress catastrophe, but I have to admit it, Dahlia's good, not only for the Coven, but for the whole of cosmic society. Ironically enough, for a warrior witch, her systems brought unprecedented levels of peace to the whole universe. Hell yeah. We fucking did it. Universe-wide peace. Congratulations. Let's pray it lasts. Hey, of course it's gonna last. Okay. Are you up to date with the latest news? Is there someone you would like us to tell you about? Abramar. You really did Abramar a solid with what you wrote about witches relaxing their policies on behemoths. Well, the ones who know about the price you had to pay are still quite wary of him. But he's not being hunted anymore. He sends his regards. Fuck him. I figured. I'm getting a bit sick of hearing about Abramar. Let's talk about something else. Who should we talk about? Patrice. I heard Patrice is going to do another witch hunt next month. Yes, and she's going to die. Oh shit, right. You wrote that, right? I'm afraid so. What are they fighting about? The most stupid shit a witch can duel another witch over. A man. Oh, wow, yeah, that's lame. A fucking man. Can you believe it? Can you believe it? She's gonna die for a man. Well, it's her choice. A fucking man. Oh, let's switch gears. Who should we talk about now? Yuena. You don't talk to Yuena anymore? We write to each other from time to time, but I haven't seen her since she became independent. She moved her studio to another dimension and is writing books on the cosmic wheel and its malleable properties. Something tells me you played a great part in inspiring her to pick up this endeavor. Yeah, I know she's doing it not to see me suffer, to see if there's a way we can better control my power and fix things. I don't want her doing that. She's wasting her mentality anyways. But we all know there's no way of stopping a driven witch. I understand. Anyway, is there someone else you'd like to talk about? Capressa, that bitch. Well, I heard Capressa's happy. She made her peace with Adina's death and isn't obsessed with preserving her legacy anymore. She went to live at the 100-column worship, where she spends all of her time writing biographies on really old witches. Would you like me to bring you one of her books? No, thanks. Okay. I'm feeling a bit tired now. Thanks for coming. These mortal bones haven't got much rodeo left in them. Pains me to see you like this. Me too. But it is what it is. Listen, I love you too a fucking lot. I love you too, Forts. Me too. I love you so much. Take care, alright? We'll come back soon enough. If not, consider yourselves invited to my funeral. Fortuna. Come on, off you go. See you in the next life, friend. Goodbye. Aw, that's nice. Oh. Are you satisfied with your fate? Forgive my boldness, but do I sense unease within you, Fortuna? How can a writer of fates be this disheartened? Why don't you draw another card? Okay. Fortuna. I fucking hate fate. The end? Why? This is honestly, this is the only way it was gonna go. I pulled the judge too many times for me not to be pulling the judge now. I should have destroyed this card. This is so funny. Oh my god. Okay, no. There will always be things in life that escape our control. We cannot fight them all, but we can mourn, remember, learn, share, and accept. This is like my life mantra. I'm a girl with the control issues. This is my mantra. Pain can latch onto the walls of your body like burning ivy. The only thing to do is to breathe and keep going. For today, that'll be enough. Our clock! I cannot believe we pulled the judge as the last card. That's so funny. I just want to make sure there's no extra scene at the end. Yay! Oh, these are longer. Credits. Well, as a... Yay! Ugh. Thanks for staying a little late, because I just wanted to finish it. That was so good. But yeah, what I was saying was, I have to tell my friend John that I got good endings. Or at least I think they're good endings. And that I saved the coven. Basically, he somehow, like, enslaved the coven to, like, a devil or, like, something. And, like, killed someone. It was very... Yeah, tell John get good. Yeah, that's why I was really nervous because I was like, he is so good at about making decisions. And I am horrible at making decisions because I don't think about things. But I think because I actually try to think about them this time around. But yeah, now we'll have to figure out what to play next. I'm gonna look into the Expanse Telltale game. But if it's really long, we might play something shorter. A couple of the smaller puzzle games I've been looking at, I think, have been on sale. So we'll figure out something to play. I just want to make sure there's no extra scene before we leave. That was really fun. I hope everyone else enjoyed it. They're a few hours each. Yeah, I think they're like 2 hours each. So we could do one episode a week. But that's 6 weeks. Oh. Oh wait, there's a hang on. There's just a little scene at the end. Oh, is she gonna go into the ocean? Oh, this is so nice. Oh, that was so good. What an incredible game. Okay, now we can leave. But yes. Yeah, I think I'll have to look into it and see how much it is. I'll just add to my wish list to see if it's... Video games are good sometimes. Shocker. But if not, we'll play another small little game. I think we still have of that Case of the Golden Idol game to play. We'll find something. I just don't think I can handle listening to Drummer for 6 episodes and not just like losing my mind and talking about her character for the entire video game. So we'll see. Anyways, I hope everyone has a good week. Hopefully it'll stay warm out. But yeah, again, thank you for staying late while we finished that game. That was incredible. I'm gonna go eat dinner now, so everyone have a good night. Bye.